Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 After the End with me, Alpha by Omega, and our new character, Commodore Fenrir of Isla Tortuga. So as a reminder, Commodore Fenrir is the fourth character that we have. We started with Commodore Jacques I, who was a true scourge of the sea. Then his son, Commodore Ferdinand, took over. Unfortunately, Commodore Ferdinand wasn't made for the wife of a pirate. He was a scholar, most of all, but he laid the foundation for the prosperity of Tortuga. Then our father took over. Being an intrigue man himself, he was still a very successful raider, and even earned the title of a raider. And now Commodore Fenrir, who is a little bit late, but he is actually the first character that took the throne that was requested by my viewers. So he took over and he is now going to rule Isla Tortuga and the surrounding territories, of which there are not many. With the death of his father, the lands that Santiago was, but now I'm confused, was it Santiago? Yes, Santiago II. I was doubtful for a second. The vast lands that Santiago have been divided between his children. So Fenrir took the primary title of Tortuga, and he still has these two territories reporting to him, basically, or recognize him as a liege, while the islands that we have taken over here do not. We might still force them. I'm not sure if. Wait, actually we do... Oh, that's interesting. We actually do have Orangestad. Alright, I wasn't aware of that. So that one was retained, which is good. But the other islands, unfortunately, Curaçao and Krauendick no longer recognize us as the liege. It's kind of interesting because I was hoping that this title would fall to us. Oh, I understand why he got it, because it was his... Who was the... I think it was his brother? Yes, it was Santiago II of Aruba, who died during the chess tournament, or board game tournament, and he inherited the title, which means that he already had it, and this title wasn't given to anyone. Alright, well, fair enough. So we have Orangestad and our primary title, and we have two domains that are reporting to us. Now, I don't think that we would be able to make these guys recognize us as vassals. There was an option like that, though. For guardianship, disinherit, denounce. No. Now, there was such an option. I guess that we cannot do it because... But we could potentially negotiate alliances with them, which might be also very useful. But yeah, those two islands were lost, and that means that we have lost pretty much like half of our territory, or not really. We had 4 domains, now we have 2, and 2 passed outside of our realm. Never mind then, still, you know, we are not in a bad shape. Now, I'm gonna start by doing one thing that... Oh, you guys all have the bloody fox too. Alright, well, hopefully you're not gonna die. Lunatic bloody fox reduced disease symptoms. Well, you were luckier than my father, who... Oh, King Augustus, though. He's obese and has a bloody fox. He might not make it. What about the daughter, Princess Marie, which is betrothed to us? She's poor health, but she might make it through. Let's hope she will, because that would ally us with the royal family. Well, either way, one thing that I wanted to do, and that we can do here now, is modify our vassal contract. We have high feudal taxes, normal feudal levies, and we have protected religious rights. I'm going to offer high feudal levies as well for the protection of title revocation, meaning I hope it means that neither our primary titles nor our vassals can be taken away from us. And then we're going to, throughout the life of Fenrir, we're going to try to find a hook that would allow us to lower these feudal taxes and feudal levies again to some reasonable level, because, you know, we're going to be paying a lot for this. But you know, the levies, I mean, it's like 150 guys extra, so I'll happily do it for the title revocation protection. So let's modify the vassal contract. I guess she's in a moment of weakness, that's why she is agreeing to that. And now we can actually jump and have a look at Fenrir. Now, Fenrir is wrathful, he's stubborn, and he's lustful, which is interesting combination. He's also an intricate web weaver, the same as his father. Unfortunately, when I checked his lifestyle, he decided to go the way of the torturer. He has dark insights and divine retribution. Well, we do not lose piety or a clergy option from torturing or executing others. That might actually come in useful. And if we can torture for the chance of getting 1 intrigue and 1 prowess. So if we torture 10 people throughout our lives, you might get additional 5 intrigue and 5 prowess. We'll see. I mean, 50%, so let's call it 20 people. But I'm definitely not gonna go further through the torturer path. There are some perks of it, but I think we're gonna go, because he's lustful, through the path of the seducer, and then we'll see if we can do the schemer as well. For now, we're gonna take the espionage focus, and we are going to use that to our benefit. We have 17 intrigue now, which is relatively decent. Let's hope that we can gain some additional perks. The Reveral would be good. If we could get the hunting going on, that would be also good, but we'll see how we're going to be doing with money. I believe that we have committed to have a grand marriage with Marie, so that is something that we need to keep in mind. Alright, when it comes to our council, we have a couple of important people here that we need to put on the council, like Captain Fermin, which is my half-brother, and he really wants that seat. Title claimant, unreformed, fierce independence, secluded. Man, he really doesn't like us, but he would be a, well, would he be at least a reasonable court chaplain? He would. We don't have that much of a better choice, so let's put him as a court chaplain, which is relatively okay. He's gonna convert faith, yes, in a county, and as a steward we need to put our sister, Captain Neves, who has a relatively good stewardship, you know, all things considered, and she's gonna continue increasing development in our capital. And when it comes to Marshal, I think we might put Joel in command. He is my courtier, and he's been serving my father. He's wheezing, reclusive, and a drunkard, but he still has a really good Marshal. And we are, why are you actually increasing? Are you increasing control over here? No, you're increasing control in Wilhelmstadt, which is not even our own land, so that makes very little sense. How are we doing here? Really bad. Does it have the flux as well? It has the bubonic plague. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, get the hell out of there. That is no longer a place for you to be. Wait, the council. Here. And start organizing, increasing control in our capital. And holy hell, I did not realize that we kept the Death Island. How's the plague doing anyway? Because the bubonic plague... Yeah, the Reaper is taking the entirety of north of South Africa, so Venezuela is the most impacted, but it hasn't really spread far and wide yet. Modify the vassal contract. Alright, she accepted it. Now, what else can we do? One thing that I'm going to do, because we have no important children right now, we are going to switch the tutor to grant advanced research, which will give us an extra lifestyle experience. Yes, advanced research and intricate for beaver. Base 25. Alright, we're gonna try to search for ways how we can improve our situation a little bit further. We get a ton of things. What are you taking? Prestige, 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 and prestige. Alright, well, I guess that's that. We might actually... Fenrir. I mean, he's stubborn. If he was an adventurer, he could commission artifacts or try something like that. We haven't done anything in that regard. We don't have any concubines. We are in line to inherit titles. Well, if my island is affected by the bubonic plague, so are... Yes, so are you guys. Man, I would really not want to inherit the Death Island at all. Like, I'm okay with it. Do we pardon Veronica? I mean, she literally killed our father, so I think I'm gonna... I cannot imprison her. Come. Her opinion of me is minus 100. What the hell? Why? Minus 20? Minus 30 is minus 50. Minus 60. Oh yeah, it actually is... Holy hell. Well, I can't imprison her. Which is funny. Can I do something against her? Can I sway her? Well, maybe she's gonna die. She has the bloody flux. Though she reduced her own symptoms while killing my father. Could we murder her? Could I scheme to abduct her? No. I could sway her. Or make her my concubine. That would be a punishment in itself. Okay, I cannot punish the criminal because she has a contagious and deadly disease, so we're gonna wait with that one. We'll see what it's gonna do to us. And I think that might be... Wait, negotiate alliances. Commodore Armando. Alright, let's negotiate an alliance. Captain Neves and... Alright, you're not gonna accept that. And Captain Fermin. Alright. Guys, alliances everywhere. So let's unpause, see how we're gonna do. And we get an event about our father. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father, illustrious Commodore Santiago. Everywhere I go, near or far, it seems there is nobody who has not heard his name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? How high will I be able to climb? One day I will be like you, Santiago. That actually increases our stress, I think. Solace and script. The latest work of my liege, Ran Darling, has become all the rage at the court of light. The piece deals with feelings of sorrow and loss, and Darling has publicly dedicated it to me. Sadness and regret. No matter how many days twist and pass, life without him is a sick morass. Alone, bereft, without that sweet man, our hearts, our minds, our souls, all damned. So far I've kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. I don't know quite how I feel about this. This is truly heartfelt. Dribble. I can say this is truly heartfelt. Well, that increases our relations with her. Oh no, it increases my opinion of her. What is this? To my vile vassal, I have come to the conclusion that for the greater good of Commodore Fenrir, officer Tortuga, for the greater good of something, Commodore Fenrir, officer Tortuga must be placed as a vassal under my direct authority. What? I mean, Commodore Fenrir is me. Okay, what does that mean? Wait, did we lose someone? No, I'm her liege. Oh, she took Fermin and not... okay. Okay, so she's gonna send us her granddaughter. Alright, well, not great. We started by actually losing a vassal, but we might petition her son to return this territory to me eventually. Couldn't we? How are we doing with the son? He's sick. Could we sway him? We can try to sway him. And near the highest intrigue of all. Could we not try to murder her? Okay, they will give me... Come to the inexorable conclusion that you truly are the best candidate for my open council position. She wants me to make me a steward of Hispaniola. Alright, I'll take that. But why the hell am I a steward? I mean, my stewardship is 7. Maybe because I'm a powerful vassal? Now to murder her. No, we're not gonna try to murder her, not right now. Alright, well, court chaplain then, I guess. Gessner doesn't really like me. Is there anyone that would like me? No, everybody hates me. I guess it's the short reign and bad reputation. Master of the hunt, Gonzalo died. And he has been a master of a hunt for really a long time. Alright, we no longer really bleed out money as we did. Okay, are we still losing control here? Or yes, we are. Alright, I guess in that case you really just have to go over here. Please do not contract the plague and die. That would be sad. My accolades. Champion of the Boar. Alright, I don't have any. Can I invite champions? Restore accolades. Now let's invite champions. That took away the little bit of prestige that we actually did have. But, you know. Second knight to inherit Grande Ensenada. Alright. We're in line to inherit 4 titles now. She is still sick. And will not succeed. She's gonna run away. Dempsey hit my summons. Pro 16. And Mind to Mold. So this is basically gonna be my sister-in-law. Wait, who's her? No. My Prince Gustavo of Hispaniola. Alright, so he's the brother. So my niece-in-law, I guess? If that marriage ever happens. Well, she recovered, so there's no point why it shouldn't. Curious, sadistic, cynical, and just. And she's really not bad. Hopefully she's gonna get some really good education. Because that is something that we really need. And we haven't had a grand wedding yet, so I wonder what it's like in this. My sister Rita has died on the Bloody Fox. Man, we are really not doing well. Veronica gained physician trait. Now you're getting better, huh? Hope you're feeling good about yourself after you killed my father. Actually, I can punish her now. You will imprison Veronica if you win. What's a win? Well, either way, we either imprison her. Wait, I decided to fight her? Oh god. That is not what I expected. Alright, well, I guess. So hold on, how does this work? Enthusiastic onslaught. You charge in, swinging widely. High chance to increase likelihood. Very high chance to increase my risk. She'll never see this coming. To the floor with you. To the floor with you. Spending a moment of opportunity, I deliver a fierce kick right at Veronica's shin, nearly hobbling her. Spotting an opportunity, she lunges forward and headbutts me. I reel back wrong-footed. My form is decent, with some lapses, and Veronica's stance is failing. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. You gain dual handicap, rank 4. Have a D. Ensure attack. You try badly. You toss a handful of wet leaves at her face. Alright, let's do this. Well, we become wounded. And alright, well, yield. So what happened with her? Nothing. She's still my personal physician, and I'm wounded. Why must you all be incompetent idiots? I'll just have to endure irritable. Oh, that would actually help my prowess. Diplomacy can get much worse. Sorry, Fenrir, we're not starting you off well. Oh, and she treated me. Okay, I just have to endure. This is... I cannot... Alright, well... Damn it. What is a man to do with such a woman? Yeah. Okay, now I'm really unsure what to do with her. God damn it, that's not at all what I was expecting. Hey, what happened to my court chaplain? Did he die? Your council guest? Yeah, my court. Oh, God, this bloody flux is just killing us. Marceling Fong is infirm. Alright, that guy is not gonna be here for much longer, but alright. Cool, so we have been beaten. That should give us a kick of a, you know... Actually, maybe intriguing prospects. It has come to my attention, my lord, that you might be in need of some of my talents. My new acquaintance might approach me smiling. If my services could be of use, please do not hesitate to request them. Who are you? 23 intrigue. I might use someone like you. You are not the woman for the job. Actually, she definitely is. She likes me. And she has a higher intrigue than anyone. Oh. And she got the bloody fox. Okay, recruited to court would cost me 25. But she is... yeah, Jocelyn is ailing. Oh, and she's gonna die! Well, this is going poorly. Is she gonna die? Greetings, brother. You have something that should belong to me. Face me in a duel for it, and not the winner earn the right to own it. The victor will keep or gain the artifact. Oh, I'm not facing you. Captain Fermin of Grande Ensenada. You're not even my vassal, so I don't really care about that. Two of you Oh, we have someone in jail. Why are you in jail? Can we torture you? Might discover a secret. Might gain some dark insights. Alright, it had to be done. And we gain nothing from that. Alright, well. Captaincy of Aruba has the peasant rabble faction now. Awesome. So that's going well. F and Alliance Invalid Feramine. Did she? Oh my god, she revoked his title. Oh, she's such. New adventurer, Master Armando. She has revoked his title. And for these islands too, she's basically just revoking all of our titles. Oh, well, that's how she do. She cannot revoke my title, so she stole all my vassals and then she revokes them. Tidbits from far away. More vigilant. Get extra intrigue. Tidbits from far away. Visiting a local market, a merchant from faraway land catches my attention. Come closer, my lord. Marvel at the treasures never seen in these lands. Had to watch my back to get these beauties out. I did. Never sleeping with both eyes closed. The merchant might have more to give me than just marvels from afar. Diplomacy challenge. She will tell me what she knows. Let's pay her. I'll take that. It's actually pretty good. And we have raided everything that we had. No, we didn't. Actually, can we raise these raiders? Oh yeah, they recovered. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go raiding just to make sure that we have a little bit of extra money here for our purposes. You're a raider. Do we have the guy? Or he left? My champion. Alright, you're gonna be reading this. I'm gonna go raiding. And I'll be back once we have a little bit of treasure for ourselves. Yeah, alright, sounds good. Well, we got another one of these, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do with it. Because if I do decline, it means I will start a war against her, and I really do not think that we want to start a war with our liege, so I'll just accept and lose yet another vassal. And that means we are limited truly just to Tortuga now. We have nobody else. We have just Tortuga and this territory. So yes. She wants me to look into another person. And we have lost our dear steward. But we have Raphael, who can now serve as a little bit of a better developer. But issue is, we are still losing a lot of money. Though the raid is going relatively well. We've already raided one city. Now we're going here and we're gonna try to raid this one as well. And then we'll see where we can go further. We've also been successful in swaying the new king, Babon. Unless he dies, he is going to be pretty darn good for us. So we shall see how it's gonna go. Yeah. By the way, what I'm doing here is I am basically letting Asselholm, Asselholm, to lead this entire raid, and when it's almost done, I assign myself. That way we get the most of the time, and it marks as me actually raiding, giving me the eventual ability to further raid and get the raider option. So I'm gonna continue back under the command of Asahom. Basically, I can envision this as we are learning from him and trying to get his experience. Marie Denise of Hispaniola is done, and she will become Grey Eminence. Oh, that's actually really good. Diplomacy +8. Which means that we can marry her now. Right? Other than not my betrothed. A little experimentation. Yes, we can now marry. Alright, but I cannot marry because I'm, I guess, on a campaign. A little experimentation. A long evening of state business with Janos has slowly degenerated into both of us being deep in our cups, slurringly swapping saucy stories. I have just finished my retelling of a tale involving a bandit's well-loved tree stump when I see an untoward gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Janos is actually a little keener on the subject than she knows. I know a few other stories like that. She becomes deviant. That's quite enough for now. Okay, let's try to sway her. And we got... Didn't we? No. Can I ransom you? No, they will not accept it. Dude is actually not really valuable. Can we torture him? Let's get this. It had to be done. Okay, we didn't gain anything again. Now I am going to demand conversion. Oh, he will not expect. And not expect. Oh, he's zealous. I don't really want to. Oh, he's a physician. Yeah, I don't really want him. He can go. Nobody really wants him. We got the pleasure of him that we wanted. Now, why can't we marry? Here we have hook. I think in the room it might be because the troll can marry. Two few concubines. Homestead constructed. Alright, now let's go home because we have bags of gold and see if that is going to clear out the issue with a potential marriage. Because I'm not really sure what's going on here. Yeah, I think it's because we are traveling. Disband all troops. And now we should be able. Potential ally negotiations. Wait, I need to end the region save. No. I want to. Where is it? Swing skills. Doesn't end automatically. Understand. Regent is now more powerful. Come on. What's going on? We are not. And we didn't say. We could swing the scales of power. I don't do that. I just. Why am I? This is you. Located in Tortuga. So why would I? Hold on, I'm confused. I need to check this. I'm not sure what's going on right now. So, turns out, as usual, that I'm just dumb. I was panicking because I thought that the regency that we have here meant that we have an entrenched regency, but in fact, it's actually kind of okay. We don't really have any issues. The reason why we have a regency is because we are not married, and we cannot marry because we have promised a grand wedding. And the thing that I didn't realize is that you actually do this not as I expected to do it. I guess that I never had a grand wedding in Crusader Kings 3. It's kind of bizarre, but I guess so. But you actually have to host the grand wedding instead of being offered the marriage with an activated grand wedding. So what we have to do here is we have to plan the grand wedding now. A grandiose celebration of the union of a couple. However, this is not just a wedding ceremony. It's a public show of influence and a social event where the nobility gather to practice the art of diplomacy, seduction, and murder to share a drink with friends. Alright, so let's plan it. Oh god, we can also plan a bloody wedding. So let's plan a grand wedding, and it's gonna be planned in Tortuga. Cost 446. So what do we have? Acrobats and musicians, troubadours and exotic fiends. Alright, we cannot afford that. Gargantuan meal. Bonus to stress loss, increased health bonuses, over a hound, more opinion. And what's the last one? Wedding venue. Silver and gold. Non-prestige. Gains gracious host. We can't get that one, so I guess we're gonna go with this one. Spouse is she. Recreation, diplomacy. Could we target one poeta? No. I want. I want her son, Bavon, but I do not see him here on the list. I don't think I can. He's a male. He is an adult. He's not of Moinio dynasty. He is a ruler. Took Victor, Commandant. No, it's none of these. And if I just put Bavon. Wait. Let me see. Quit planning the activity, yes. She made him a Bavon Gustave Petion. Alright, Bavon Gustave of the Petion dynasty. So grand wedding. Grand wedding. It's a grand wedding. It's gonna take place in Tortuga. Oh, we could host it on Aruba and just have everyone catch the plague. That would have been amazing. But yes, if it's a diplomacy. Petion. Okay, here it was. Petion. Commandant. No, it's not her. Why is he not on the list? He is a ruler. Should we put? He is an adult. For some reason it doesn't allow it. There were two, I think, though. Petion and Dynasty. Yeah, it doesn't work. So what other options do we have here? Recreation, murder, seduce. Could we seduce? Could we seduce our spouse? You want to know my one thing in mind, seducing your target. Yes, Princess Marie. Alright, that actually sounds like a good thing, so let's start the grand wedding preparations. And let's see if we can marry her. And not die during this. So the grand wedding is gonna happen in 6 months. Oh, she's coming. Oh lord, she's coming. Alright, and oh nice, we can get an enticing opportunity that helps with the seduce phase length. So even if we fail during this grand marriage, or grand wedding, we are going to have an increased option to do that later. Cool. Alrighty, so we fulfilled our promise and we are going to marry into the Rendarling's dynasty. Is she going to? Yes, she is coming too. The lady that stole all of our titles, except the 2. If we actually, we're doing pretty good with Bavon as it is. So if we can sway the dude a couple more times, I can just petition him later, and it's very likely that he would return those titles to me. But the question is, you know, will we get the chance? Is he not going to die? Brother-in-law. Duke Victor. Duke Savio. These guys will not do anything to me. Can I train for the tournament? I need to use those. I wish I could get a better feeling here for the prowess, because we are really not doing good in that regard. Did the intrigue increase? I think it was 17, now it's 18. Alright, did we get a bonus from the torture? Maybe. Well, we're gonna get a significant boost from our lovely spouse. Oh my god, that's such a ridiculous outfit. But yeah, diplomacy 15, martial 7. She's gonna be the gem of our kingdom, and she's gonna have more. Oh no, Stephanie still has more. So how's it going? 3 more months. Let's speed it up a little bit. Darling. Well, my father is unfortunately not going to attend because, you know, he is too dead to attend. But Fermin, other than that, is going to be good. And we haven't even taken a single concubine. Medellin. My sister-in-law. Some serious Game of Thrones vibes here. Donald. I think we are heterosexual, right? Yes. Roman Gustav is not swayed. Alright, this time we failed. Are there any concubines we could take? Or is sex, gender here? Female. What's I mean? Lydia. Grey eminence, fickle, humble, and cowardly. Gertrudis 36. Enjoy. Is there anyone stuttering? She's a raider. And Beatrix. She is my... Wait. What is she? Beatrix. I know that she is... No, she was. She was probably a concubine. Yes, she was a concubine of my father. Of all these options, she looks the best, though. Frankly. Alright, the grand wedding is starting. It always feels amazing when you have been planning for something for so long and spent so much money on it, and then it's finally here. Everything is ready. The decorations are in place, the guests are mingling, and servants scurry around for loaded dishes. I'm pacing around in excitement and nervousness when my future spouse, Marie Denise, appears, radiant in her finest attire. I can't wait. So let's enjoy this union. We lost a little bit of stress. That's nice, because we need to lose a lot of stress. Grand wedding. Artistic differences. As if organizing a wedding worthy of my family stature weren't stressful enough, I also have to deal with Marie Denise's relatives. Her brother, Duke Victor, arrived bright and early today and has been following me around ever since, complaining about this or that non-stop. As I feel a splitting headache growing behind my eyes, he continues blabbering undeterred. These phones will make Marie Denise sneeze, and this wall is too rough. What about the color scheme? I know that Marie Denise won't like it. Wait, let me get this straight. She has revoked the titles of everyone in my family, and they then give this to her own people. I mean, I understand the mechanics, but that is so scummy. I don't see you paying for anything, so shut up. I'm sure we can find some common ground. Let's hope. You didn't convince him. Alright, great. So there goes stress. Could it be you? Weddings are just politics. I steel myself as I wait for my future wife to join me. Just politics, I repeat to myself. How bad can it be? But nothing has prepared me for the moment I finally see Marie Denise for the first time. No portrait or description could do justice to the gentle look on her face. No poet has ever sung a beauty such as hers. Time hangs still when our eyes meet, and everyone else seems to disappear. Then she smiles at me, and I know everything will be alright. I mean, she's cynical and sadistic. I'm kind of afraid. We'll have to make sure that she really loves us. Oh, she becomes my soulmate. Wow, that was easy. Alright, so we immediately jumped to maxed out relations. That's awesome. My head throbs with the noise of clattering furniture and chattering guests. The strain must show, because my sister and best friend Sophony takes my arm and steers me into the next room. The sound of preparation dies away. We speak of small things. Time passed, people we've known, not a word about the wedding. Then we run out of words and fall silent. Enjoy the quiet moment together. Yes, let's enjoy it. I need the stress to go away. Oh, she bestowed royal favor on me. Grand wedding, condolences on your wedding. I pity you, Riche, Beatrix tells me. Beatrix tells me what married life is like, a slow, painful march towards the moment when you find out which of you will toss the other aside. Like me and Julio, she grumbles. Did you... Oh, that's right. Now I remember who she is. We stole her from Julio and made her forcefully our concubine, and then she was divorced. So basically she had... Okay, so she's telling me the story of my father basically kidnapping her, then seducing her, and her being divorced, and now she's bitter because he died. Is that what my marriage to Denise will be like? Marie Denise is perfect for me. Don't worry about me, I have my hobbies. Please, I know all about marriage. Get out of my face, you bitter wretch. So the question is, do we want to get confident groom? Or do we just want to get the stress? Wedding jitters? No, get out of my face. I really need to lose the stress. And we're doing good. We're down to 123. Poisonous relations. It's this dude again. The preparations and rituals of a wedding ceremony are many. In a lull, in between them, I hear some snickering and scoffing coming from a group of Marie Denise's relatives. When they see that they got my attention, Duke Victor starts addressing me directly. It is outrageous that we are wedding poor Marie Denise by such a despicable character as you. Is that a challenge? Yes, of course. Is that a challenge? Alright, so we lost the stress. Duke Victor really... We have gained 225 renown. Can I murder you? I really would like to murder you. The wedding ceremony. The day has barely started and I'm already fed up with the incessant blabbering of religious so-called authorities, well-wishers, sycophants, and confused servants. Not surprisingly, I've been sieving through most of the ceremony. By the time of our formal consent to the marriage, my patience is wearing thin and I find myself snapping my reply in annoyance. Do I want to spend the rest of my life? Of course I do. Captaincy of Tortuga. Oh, nice. Ruler's grand wedding. We gain renown. I do. Wedding banquet starts. As the ceremony concludes and we all move to the banquet venue, I secretly smile to myself, picturing the joys to come from my married life and Meridian niece. Not everyone can be so lucky. Food fit for a featuring exotic treats, elaborate culinary artwork, and rich covers with richer scents. The banquet chefs has gone all out on the wedding. Near my seat, both Ren Darling and Register Nicholas share their opinion about the spread. Tasty, laughs Darwin, popping something purplish into her mouth. Glad to see some coin on display. It's good, Nicholas spits, but it's not quite enough for me. I like a more hectic feast than this. I picked the main dishes personally, Darling. She becomes my friend, and we get 300 learning. Yes, Nicholas, things aren't quite how I imagined them. Not without paying attention. Nope. I want the queen to become my friend. Which is not alright. I mean, it's part of the things. We could try to sway her and then somehow get those titles back from her. Every feast, there's always one. Every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born peasant cornering people who just will not be silent. This time it's Jocelyn. And he's that most heinous of all things. A bad poet with a captive audience. The verse he's trying out on me aren't even poems. They're barely rhythmic couplets with no sense or rhythm over meter. I'm going to scream. Gently exit the conversation. We have a chance to get a diplomatic lifestyle perk. By the denizens of the hangman, will you cease this prat? He uses opinion. Every ruffle guest gets. We gain prestige. Very interesting. We have a chance to get intrigue or again approachable. Distress. Grin and bear it on. Let's try it for the intrigue. No, we failed. Alright, never mind. We lost the bestowed favor for some reason. Not sure why. Grand wedding can get away. I know I should be spending time with my new wife Meridianese and her family, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend Sophony. I can see Duke Victor staring. Oh dude, this guy doesn't like me. But every time I try to excuse myself, Sophony has me howling with laughter all over again. What a joy to have Sophony here with me. Victor, come join us. 48% chance he becomes my friends, and that they become friends. Or let's sneak out so that we can talk privately. Let's try to rectify the relations. Dude! What the hell? Like, we failed at every single one of them. The covert appear. Rumors of trouble and rebellion are brewing in the Holy Colombian Commonwealth. A young minister has recently published a historical and religious text of an ancient province in Maryland, writing about the defining piece of their law, the Toleration Act of Lord Calvert. Made to the end conflict between Catholics and evangelicals in the New World, this treaty put forth a law that promised safety and security for all of Christ's diverse faithful. The ministers have compared this law to the ancient constitution and his declaration of freedom of religion, and declared that this right should be given to the vassals of the Commonwealth, with the ideas of this appeal being spread throughout the Commonwealth via itinerant preachers. The ideas create serious serious questions about the moral authority of the evangelical faith, and the Emperor is sure to act swiftly. Interesting. Did we become rivals with him as well? No. But like, we had such a chance to fix it, and it just didn't work. Okay, we gained a level of fame. Nice. Oh god, they were fighting! The feast has started winding down, with everyone sated and tired, but the day is still not over for Marie, Denise, and me. A procession of guests leads us to the bedchambers for the legitimacy of the wedding. Depends on it being consumed. It's time. Yes, we took Babylon. Okay. The fire in the grate has started to wither, and I stare at its flames in silence. The light, its warmth. Commodore Marie Denise is searching for something in her wooden chest, and I take my eye off of the flames to look at her. Fenrir, she says, offering me a small package wrapped in silk. I've saved this since I heard of our betrothal, and I now offer it to you as token of my love. You are the greatest gift. Bonus romance scheme. Again, again a prayer brush. I also have something for you. Actually, I have something for you too. We will give her a wolf fang. Let's go with you are my greatest gift. Oh, we were paid 45 gold as a gift. Alright. As the banquet reached its climax, Marie Denise's growing anxiety over the imminent wedding ceremony was clear. My new wife turns to me as the procession sets off to our chambers, pleading, please can't we do without this? Let's have the room to ourselves. Come on dear, it will be alright. Don't be silly, it's a tradition. If we go with bed bedding, diplomacy, you lay with her, she likes me, everybody else loses opinion of me, or she will be mad, we gain stress. No, basically it's a tradition, it's basically just she will be angry a little bit, but we will stress. I mean, she's my soulmate, so I'm gonna go with bard bedding. And we're getting so many things here. When finally the last gift leaves and I look around that this is the venue, the food leftovers, the spilled chocolate on the floor, the echoes of the people's laughter still lingering in the air, and if I feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job. Wow. Okay, so we gained 600 prestige. Every guest gained 150. Every guest gained 20 opinion of me and 10 opinion for every of her. Yes. We gained gracious host for 20 years, which is nice. And we got the famous reveler. We gained 200 piety, 20 gold, 500 piety, celebrated a grandiose wedding for 20 years that gives us additional prestige. Marie Denise gained 600 prestige, celebrate a grandiose wedding, and we get 150 renown. And we are married. Betrothed can marry. Janois and Silvio. Okay. And we need a new court chaplain because the one that we had died, literally. Silvio, my brother-in-law. Right? Do it. And we gained another legacy. Yes, gold from ransoms plus 50%. And again, prestige from ransoming prisoners. Nice. That's actually really nice. we are doing this. So our spouse is giving us 3 diplomacy, 1 martial, 1 stewardship, 1 intrigue, or 2 and 2 learning. She would actually gives us 8 diplomacy. But I think this is also okay. Now can we end the regency? Finally. Because I don't think we have entrenched regency. Cannot rule by themselves. I don't, I have a spouse. Our loyalty is self-interested. Fill the coffers. Alright, but now the regency should end. Oh! And she's already pregnant. Nice, that was quick. Member of your dynasty. Decisions available. Pay homage. I still cannot end the regency for some reason. Do I have to swing the scales? Because I mean she has 2. Can't swing value fully 1. I'm perfectly capable of conducting my own affairs and cannot do by themselves. What's the issue? Or aptitude good. I'm confused. Alright, well, either way, I think this is enough for this episode. We have done a great way. We actually started with a really good prestige and piety. So that is a good start. And in the next episode, we are gonna go pay homage, and we are gonna petition the Ren as well to give us the territory back. Transfer claim. Yes, she is now our friend. So it is very likely that she is going to do it. Too bad we didn't manage to get friendship with Balon, but at least we got the friendship with her, because that is actually also really valuable. So hopefully we can get some of these territories back. It would be great. So we'll have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one with Commodore Fentir, who has big things ahead of himself. If we can actually get rid of the regent, that's, one thing that we have to do here, but oh well, we shall see.